Hello, Umasa, Mamarama. Welcome back to my channel. This tutorial is going to show you how to make that designer all back hairstyle. So you're going to see the zigzag method, you're going to see the crisscross, you're going to see those triangular braid design, and I hope you brace yourself ready for this because it is going to be fun. I am so over doing all back braids. Even when I make braids for my customers to put on their wigs, I now prefer to just make it interesting, and it tempts more people to wear their natural hair out more often. So that's a good one, especially if you have nice hair. Why not just braid your hair? It looks so beautiful. Like, guys, I hope you enjoy this. So I am starting off with making the design in the center of the hair. Not the design, the single braid. Over this braid is going to be the two side braids that will be crossing over like figure eight over each other. So once the center braid is done, then you're going to make two equal sections on the left and on the right hand side. So the braid in the middle can be small or the same size with the other braids, it depends, and it will look different. So once I am done making two sections on the left and the right hand side, I am going to proceed to cut across them just like this. So the closer, let's say, the smaller you make those patterns, like the distance between each of these lines I'm making, it's going to affect how much of a wriggling figure 80 motion your braid is going to make. So if you make it long, if you make the distance long, let's say you cut your hair across every 2 inches, it's going to be different from when you cut it every 4 inches. So it will take a while before the braids cross over each other, so you have to bear that in mind. So when I start braiding from the left in the first cut, when I get to the second cut, I will cross over to the right hand side. When I get to the third cut, I'll go back to the left hand side. So it's like braid the left on one section, cross over to the other section, braid the right, cross over to the other section, braid the left. So you do this all the way to the back, and then you will come back and start doing the other ones that you left behind. You're just going to see that play out in the video now, and then we will continue the explanation. And so guys, now it's time for the triangular pattern design. So I section off where I want it to be, making it just a little bit bigger than I would for a normal straight back braid. And then I start making this triangular mark, these triangular patterns. As you can see, when I am done, I am going to braid each of the triangles towards the direction it falls. So just like this one, I braid it towards the left, and then I would come over to the opposite side and braid the next triangle towards the opposite side, just like that, to the left, to the right. One of the variations of this is when you have like a single straight back braid next to the triangle, and then the second row will be where you will now insert the tails of the braids from the triangle. That style is also cute. But for this one, or you can like make the triangles go different sections, you know, like the ones going to the left to be added to a braid on the left, the ones going to the right to be added to a braid on the right. But in this scenario, I just moved all of them towards my right hand side. So that was the style. It was still nice, but adding that variation is actually finer. I didn't remember, sincerely, that's what I would have done, but this one still came out fine. So I made the next braid and added them in. Making is a braid to add in the triangles, I decided to make another braid in between, just so that the designs can have space to breathe. I didn't want the whole head to be like crazy designs. This straight back is just giving like a breathing space between each design. You can choose to not do it if you don't want to, but I just liked it. And then after this last section is going to be for the snake the snaky movement, the snake braid. Yeah, the snake braid, that's what we call it in Nigeria, snake braid. So for this snake braid, you're just going to go ahead and section the hair into small pieces the way I am doing. The smaller so if you make the sections close together, small, it's going to be more wriggly, like the snake is going to cover more distance. Let's say if you section the hair into 10 before you get to the end of the nape of the neck, the snake is going to turn 10 times. So if you want it to be closely wriggly together, then cut your section smaller. But if you want it to be like space in between, like a snake that is taking its time before turning around the corners, then you should space it small, so that affects how your snake braid comes out. So when I do this to the end, we are going to replicate it on the other side, and the hairstyle done. You done, like you don't cook, you done, you don't set, it is ready to be flexed. Please leave a thumbs up if you like this video, share with someone who might enjoy it, and thank you.